Hello, 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 hello. Hey, 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 funky, junk, and sparkle lovers. Let's get crafty. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Okay. Hold on. Hey, Melissa. What's going on, sister? What's up, Linda? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Hello, Teresa. Welcome to Royal Funky Junk. Happy, what is today? Is today Tuesday? Hello, Sue. I think today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. I just had to look at my phone. Hello, Tracy and Greta. Thank you guys for sparkling. Thank you guys for being here. Hello, Maria. I saw some of you guys earlier. We had a special guest speaker in my private group this afternoon. The fabulous Christy from Create with Christy hand lettering. She gave us an awesome DIY. So big thank you to Christy at Create with Christy. If you guys don't follow her, make sure you do. If you want to learn how to write awesome calligraphy, she gave us a great DIY, and she's got a lot of great info over there. Hello, Rula. Hi, Marianne. Rula, I got your stuff today. Thank you so much. And I will have a check for you out in the mail tomorrow. Hello, Kay and Carlina. Carlina has been bugging me to come on here. I had to sit up here for a minute. Thank you, Jeanette, for the stars. Hi, Deborah. So anyway, guys, I was running around today. We picked out new carpet. Did you guys see my story? Hello, Robbie. My husband says, let's get new carpet before everybody comes over on Saturday to celebrate our Christmas. And so our living room is empty and we're putting carpeting in tomorrow. I mean, only my husband could order carpet today and have it installed tomorrow. I swear to God. It's good to be a D Domenico. I swear. So funny. Thank you, Joyce, for the stars. Hello, Jean Simmons. Hello, Stephanie. I know usually I come on during the day, guys, but we were running around and I was going to the stores, and I did stop at a really out-of-the-way Goodwill. So, Betty, wasn't she amazing? I loved it too. Hello, Charmaine. So, it was a good time. And if you're new here, let us know you are new. Thank you, Maria, for the stars. Hi, Susan. You finally got me live. Finally, usually I'm on in the afternoon, but I was like, I miss my chicks. I did like nothing yesterday, y'all. Hi, Duana. Hi, Louise. Thank you. Hi, Sue. I know he's crazy, but it's crazy good. Thank you, Beverly, for the stars. So anyway, I went to this Goodwill that was kind of like out by where we were picking out carpet. And hello, everyone. And I found this cute little cutting board with a picture frame, but we're going to make an earring display holder out of it. It's been a while since I've made these. I know we got lots of new people on here. Thank you, Joanne, for the stars. So we're going to show you guys how I have a bunch of these in my closet. I've got them sitting on my dresser because you guys know me. I like a lot of earrings. I have a lot of jewelry. Welcome. I hope everybody's feeling okay. I hope you guys, everybody getting ready for the New Year's. We're going to, I think, dinner on Friday night, and then we're just calling it early. Tamara, it's been snowing here. Yes, I think we got maybe a half an inch on it. Not a lot. So my kids are with their dad right now. They're celebrating their Christmas. Dot, you like the hand lettering? I do too. I think she's amazing. Hello, Christine Carol. So anyway, the first thing we're going to do, I do a lot of these jewelry display. I'm a big pot. Yes, Belinda, so am I. Thank you, Debbie, for the stars. I appreciate you guys. Hello from Miami. So picture frames work great, and I'm going to show you. So when you're looking at a picture frame, take off the back, take off the glass. I save the glass, guys, to all my picture frames. Thank you, Becky, for the stars. Hi, Karen. You're fairly new. That's okay. Good. Guys, I didn't realize I have like 2,300 videos here on Facebook. Can you believe it? So picture frames work great. You want to make sure they have a nice lip on the inside, because I just glue mine down. Hello, Lynn. You're pretty new. Well, welcome. Thank you, Joanne. This is Paparazzi. I got it from my fabulous friend, Diane. And this is all touchstone. So, guys, don't forget, if you place an order in December for my touchstone, which, oops, I forgot to put my link tree in. See, I'm so bad about doing this, guys. There's my link tree. All my links are in there for all the things that I talk about on here and the things that I use. Those are all like where you can find all my favorite things. Let me see if I can get it. No, it keeps jumping to Judy's. Judy, I don't want to bring you on camera. There we go, pin comment. Did I do it? Yes, so that's my link tree right there. And that's where you can find my touchstone. But if you guys, for everybody who's placed an order from under my touchstone party for this month, in the month of December, you guys are going into a contest at the end of the week, which is Friday. And I'm going to send some free touchstone bracelet to you. So, make sure that if you want to place an order, do it before the end of the month, because then your name is going to go into a prize drawing. So how fun is that? Elizabeth, my hair has not been darkened. I think it needs done so bad. It's just, I haven't been using my purple shampoo. And as you can tell, when I don't use my purple shampoo from Lange, this is what happens. It gets darker. We have hard water here. You're getting 2 to 4 inches in Michigan. Tamara, you can keep it. Oh my gosh, 5 inches in Wisconsin. Yay, Lisa. I'm so excited. You're going to love it. You're going to, girl, have a party. And if you guys have a party, you want to have a party, let me know, because then you could get free jewelry. I'm excited, Lisa, because who doesn't want free jewelry? Found info for coloring Santa face. I found it, Carol, on YouTube. I went and watched YouTube video, and it was yellow, blue, red, and a little bit of black. Yellow, blue, red. Yellow, blue, red, and white. So I started off mixing white and yellow, added in a little bit of red, and it came out perfect. I looked on the link tree, but couldn't. They're all my faves, Christy. If you just keep scrolling down through the link tree, it's got Totally Dazzled, it's got Rub and Buff, Liquid Gold, my Touchstone, my Totally Dazzled, my Lange Hair Care, Digital Deco Designs, Decoupage Queen. All my affiliate links are there. The Touchstone, so it's just, and my favorite lipstick and my favorite eyeshadow is also listed there. Thank you, Mary, for the stars. Brenda, I got the home sign at the Goodwill a couple years ago. I've had that for quite a while. Hi, Amy. I'm good. How are you? Thank you, Teresa, for the stars. Jeanette, you want to do a Touchstone party? Yes. Message me, Jeanette. And then I will get you set up with that. Thank you. Hi, Tracy. Thank you for the stars. I did get a new watch for Christmas. My husband got me an iWatch, Apple Watch, whatever you want to call them. And I did get a really sparkly band to go with it, but I need to have it sized. So, oh, Justin's on live too. I always catch Justin on the replay because I watch him in the morning when I'm waking up or when I'm laying in bed. Thank you, Robin. You guys are so generous with the stars. Thank you so much, Phyllis and Robin. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys have no idea how much you make me happy. Beauty supplies also on there, Lisa. Yes, all my links are in my link tree. So, for the most part, the stuff that I use like pretty much in every live is on there. Yes, Jeanette messaged me. Am I ready to break in the new carpet? Well, I was just like, I knew he wanted a new carpet, but the dogs had kind of trashed our carpet and it was ripped up, and whoever laid it, I think that carpet's been here for quite a while, so I think it's going to be really pretty. I picked it out in about 5 minutes, and thankfully, because, you know, our house is warm browns and golds and creams, and Michael was looking at gray and black carpet, and I was like, no, we don't have anything gray and black in our house. Mary, we had a great Christmas. We're actually going to be celebrating Saturday, New Year's Day, with my family and Mike's family. They're all coming over for a big dinner, and we're celebrating Christmas because we couldn't celebrate Christmas with anybody. Lisa, the sparkly Apple Watch, I got a 2-tone mixed metal one from Michael Kors. I found that at Dillard's. Snow up to your hips. Keep it, sister. I don't want it. Thank you, Shanna. All right, so anyway, we have this. It's like a little cutting board, little French country or farmhousey. It says, together we make a family. We're going to paint over it. We're going to put some decoupage clean paper on here. Let's see. The first thing you want to do, we're going to paint it. And then I'm going to show you, this is what I use for my earring holders. You can use chicken wire. I like this because you get more holes. I get this at the Home Depot. It comes in a big roll. It's just like fencing, but it's metal, and it's got these little squares. Or, like I said, you can also use chicken wire, which is really cute too. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Cheryl, for the stars. My spinning ball, it's running out of battery. I made that. There is a video on that for all you guys want to see how I made the spinner ball. That we used that at my stepson's wedding when he got married in June at our house. It's very cool. Yes, Dillard's is amazing. I usually don't shop there. I got blue paint in my white paint. Oh no, this is not good. I want to make sure we keep, I got a big blob of blue paint in my white paint. Oh boy. We might have a blue tint to this. Look, I'll see if you guys can see it. Can you see that blue in there? That's when I was making my face. I was swirling it around. Hello, Marianne Cahill. Hi, Cynthia. All right, so I'm gonna move you guys down so you guys can see what I'm doing. So this is just that. I took the glass out and the picture frame. Hello, Janet, you are live. Yes, and I'm hoping that this blue doesn't really make it too blue. I think it's going to be white. I want it to be nice and bright white. Well, it doesn't really matter because we're going to cover it up with some decoupage cream paper. There goes my janky internet. Guys, we're waiting. I called our internet company. They're coming out next Wednesday to hook us up with a better internet speed. Yes, all my videos have titles, so you can find that. I think it says Disco Ball. Totally Dazzled Disco Ball, I think is what it says. So I am just going to paint this. Now you can hang these on the wall. You can put these in picture frames like on an easel. I have a couple of them. I have some hanging on the wall that I found some really cool ornate picture frames, and I just hung them in my closet because, guys, you know me, how much I love my paparazzi and my touchstone. I have lots of earrings, and the bigger the frame, the more earrings you could get on there. So they work especially good for French hook earrings, stuff like that. Not so much for the post earrings, but you could, depending on the size of the post and the size of the front of the earring, you could put that through those little holes and just put the hook on the back. You can tell you use, yeah, we do. It's a happy home. I'd like to think so. So anyhow, I'm not even really worried about getting into these little cracks right here because we're going to go over that with a really pretty, kind of like a springy decoupage print. And the only reason I am painting this white is because decoupage cream paper is fibrous. It's rice paper, and it's kind of like, if you don't give it a nice bright background, the image kind of fades into the black, and you won't really see it. The paper, the image won't come through. It'll be kind of dull. So, and I wasn't going to come on here like an hour ago, but guys, my husband and I sat in the kitchen and started watching reels on Instagram. How many of you get sucked into watching reels on Instagram by the daily? Uh-oh, I'll get him, Lorraine, don't you worry. Connect, don't you worry. I watch, yeah, I always get him here. You should be sleeping, Lisa. I'll get him afterwards. Yes, well, I went to a new Goodwill. I went to a new Goodwill today, and it was kind of small. They had okay. I got some cool stuff. I'm trying to think what else I got. Just like 3 things. They didn't have a whole lot, but enough that I was craving to go because it had been a while. I didn't go to my favorite one. If I would have gone to my favorite one, I would have gone live with you. And I still need to go and finish up some shopping tomorrow. So maybe if I go out that way, I can run in there just to see what they have, because I'm in the mood for like some inspiration. So that's where I go to get my inspiration, is the Goodwill. And Valentine's Day is coming up and all that good stuff. So, you know, always looking for new stuff. Thank you, Gail. The name of the jewelry, Becky, is Touchstone, and you can find it in my link tree. I know, Brenda, I saved you. I'm telling you, it's so easy to get sucked into watching those reels. Before you know it, like an hour has passed, and you're like, what have I been doing? But my husband and I, we're all about like Yellowstone, and we love watching all the horse reels. And we just like, it makes us like really want to go out and get property and get some horses and like live in the country. So that's what keeps us going. Like, yes, let's go get a house in the country and have horses. And then we could just ride, you know, I'd ride my horse to the grocery store. Why not? Uh-oh. I think somebody's knocking at my door. Anybody can guess who it is? I think he's out there. Hold on. Come on. Oh, the second I go live and he hears me up here, he's got to come say hi to everybody. Hello, Taylor. You like my necklace? There's Rocky. Rocky's in the house, everybody. He's got to come say hi and hang out. Hello, Patty. Thank you, Pat. Oh, and for all my newbies on here, let's just get it out of the way right now because I've been getting so much negative mail that I talk too much. So I'm just gonna, let's just be really clear up front. We do a lot of talking, and yes, I look at the screen as much as I can, and I answer questions and I talk, and yes, if I see somebody new pop on and I catch it, I try to say hi. So if your time is that valuable, I would suggest replay where you can fast forward, because you can fast forward on a replay. You can skip altogether if you don't want to hear the chick chat. But we like to talk here, and I like that you guys all talk here. And on a happy note, I've gotten messages from people literally thanking me for saving their life because they were contemplating suicide and somehow came across my page, and now they have the will to live because of crafting. So you guys, there's somebody out there that we can all talk to, and it's not just me. It's you guys too that can build these friendships with all these people watching, because we can all make a difference in somebody's life. So that's just what we do here. We talk, we laugh, and I love it that you guys become friends, and that, you never know who you might help. You never know. So you never know who's watching. A lot of people watching, not everybody comments, but sometimes, all it takes is one person to make a difference. So I choose not to let any negativity on the page, and I do watch my replays. I flip through them because I want to make sure that everybody feels happy here. Can I see my boots, Sue? My boots connect. These are muckle. Hold on, I gotta tell my husband to shut his Wi-Fi off. And I got them at the Goodwill. So yes, guys, wait till you see the shirts that I got from the Goodwill too. I got some really cute shirts from the Goodwill. Yeah, so I'm gonna be really excited, guys. We're not gonna have any more internet issues. Thank you, Diane, for the stars. We're not gonna have any more internet issues after next Wednesday. They're bumping us up from 50 megabytes per second to 100. So I think it's gonna be amazing. Oh, thank you, Shirley. No, he did not share. Total loss. It's a big bummer. Hi, Diana. Welcome. I'm glad that's what I said. And I was like, well, the majority of my followers really like the chick chat. So you can always, hi, Beth. I see your comment, Beth. But sometimes, I'm not always looking at the screen, so sometimes I miss. That's why I go back and watch the replay. Yes, Debbie, I'm freezing up a little bit. Our Wi-Fi is getting upgraded, but they won't be here for another week. Every craft watch has... Really? See, it's just horrible. You are good. I do ignore them, but I've gotten to the point where seriously, I tell them off because I can't stand it. It's like, you know what? If your time is so valuable, don't waste time leaving a nasty comment. Just hit the fast forward button. Come back. And most of these comments are made on old videos that are like a year old. And it's like, my gosh, people do not realize you're watching a replay from over a year old. I know. I got lucky with those, Carla. Exactly, Tina. Crafting saved me. Kathy, you're jumping back and forth. Tell Justin I said what's up. Exactly. We're going to keep on chatting. And for all the haters out there, you can just keep on hating and go be miserable elsewhere. That's how I feel. So not to try to be mean, but thank you, Debbie. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to give this a really feminine look. This would be really cute, like a little girl's room. I love you too, Rula. So I want to cover this up. Now I have a huge piece of Queen Bee and Rose's decoupage queen paper. This is like the furniture size, guys. When I tell you this is huge, this is huge. I am freezing a little bit, guys. I'm sorry. It's just going to happen until we get this all settled out. But what I want to do, absolutely, Roberta, I hear you. What would we do without our crafters? I want to use this corner piece down here. Is kind of like, I kind of want the majority of this down here to be this flower. So I'm just going to kind of measure it out. And then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to move some of it. Okay, so all I'm going to do is take my scissors. I'm just going to cut around it. And I want to save this crown that's up on the other side of this. So I don't want to cut through the crown that's on this piece of paper. and I don't really want to screw up the bee. So I'm just kind of cutting all the way around it. And then that way I could still use this part. It says queen bee. I can use the crown and I can use this big bee on another project. So you can really save the other pieces. Don't mess it all up. Now Rocky wants out. This poor dog. He wants in, he wants out. He wants in, he wants out. So now all I'm going to do is kind of, Rocky, stop it. I can't make this dog happy for the life of me. And I'm just going to try to get this as straight as I can. And I guess we're going to have to wing it. But I'm going to try to. I think that'll be pretty. Okay. So now we're going to take some Mod Podge. Exactly, darling. That's what it's all about, right? I mean, oh, I'm so glad, Raylan. Brenda, you can find Decoupage Queen paper in my link tree right there. It's pinned in the comments, and it's from Decoupage Queen. Decoupage Queen is where I got that rice paper from. It's the furniture size. It is gorgeous, and they're huge. When I tell you guys, they're so huge. Catherine, I try to come on every day. I was on was I here? I was not here yesterday. I try to come on Monday through Friday. I did, but the holidays, guys, I won't lie, the holidays really, thank you, Yasha, for the stars. The holidays kind of screw me up. I kept thinking it was Saturday all day today. I'm so wonky with my days and the holidays and this Christmas. It's just been a little hectic. So today's Tuesday. I was live Sunday. So I tried to come on. I want to get back to where I was going live every day, Monday through Friday. And then I just off on the weekends. But I do have my segment on Totally Dazzled. So I try to get on here 5 days a week for the most part. I don't have a schedule, guys. I can't live by a schedule because life happens. So I'm just taking some Mod Podge and I'm throwing it on the front of this little cutting board frame. And you want to get a nice amount of Mod Podge. You don't want it to be goopy or runny, but you want a nice thin coat. And you want to make sure you apply your Decoupage Queen paper while it's still wet. You don't want this to sit here and dry. And Decoupage Queen paper is not like decoupaging with napkins. It's thicker, it's heavier, and you won't get wrinkles. And that's why I love using it, because I love the decoupage, but I don't like the wrinkles. So I'm just going to wing this, and I kind of have it marked off where I want that bottom to be. So I'm just going to try to, and that I'm going to have to cut some of it off because we're going to go around the frame. So see how I just laid that down there? And guys, seriously, there's no wrinkles. No wrinkles at all. That's how amazing it is. Then you're going to grab a coarse sanding block. You are, Mary. You're here for me too. I try to well, if it's a napkin, they're super thin, and napkins are tricky. This is Decoupage Queen paper. It's rice paper. Digital Deco Designs also has some. You can print it out on your own rice paper. I have some from Amazon, but I like this. It's just easy peasy, and literally, guys, no wrinkles. Oh, good. Yes, all my links are in there. Thank you, guys. I love when you guys answer questions for everybody. It helps me out a lot, and you guys don't know how much it helps. So you're just going to take a coarse sanding block, and you're just going to work away from your image on the sides, like so. And you're going to see, I don't seal it. I wait to cut my paper, and that nice clean edge you get. I love their paper, too. It's one of my favorites. Well, I have lots of favorites. They all make, I mean, it's just, and they're coming out with their new, I believe their new spring line should be coming out soon. So see, all I did, and you get that nice clean edge all the way around there, and it's going to look so pretty. I think it's going to look great. Just be careful, because this is still a little wet up here. You don't really want to put your fingers on it, because you could peel that rice paper up, and you don't want that until it gets nice and dry. But you do just want to kind of go around. I'm going to cut this right in the middle here. You just want to kind of go right around that edging. And save these little pieces, because you never know where you can use those on something else, you know, no need to throw them away. And especially, and you could put this on wood, you could put it on metal. I put it on glass. I've decoupaged a ton of stuff with the decoupage cream paper. I got a little bit where it was folded. I just got to press that down a little bit more. But see how that goes right around there? It's going to be really pretty. This is going to be very springy, very shabby chicy. Can you put top? Yes, you can put epoxy on top of rice paper. I have done it. I did it with that tray. I did it with the tray. And let's see. I'm having a sale coming up. We're going to be having a sale January 9th, so put that on your calendar. Because my table behind me is getting kind of full, and I need to get rid of some of the stuff on there to make room for all the spring stuff that's coming, which is exciting. Thank you, Diane. You're ordering papers with your... Yes, absolutely. That's always a good thing. Gift cards. And then you can get what you want. And all my stuff. We're going to put some Totally Dazzled on here too, of course. It's got to have some bling. It's got to have a little bit of glam. I don't know what else. I think we're going to put some jute twine on here too. So see, just take your time and see how that's just going right around here. And then we're going to frame out that middle too. And then once we get this excess all off, we can seal it. Thank you, Deborah, for the stars. Why don't you burn it, not sand? I don't want the burnt look because the burnt, you could. The burnt almost like chars the edges, but you definitely could. I like to do that on my letter signs. I have some letter signs too over here. Maybe I'll get some cool, oh, that's your birthday. That's awesome. Thank you, June, for the stars. You guys are so awesome. Thank you. Well, we'll have to have a toast to you on during the sale for your birthday. I got a Rocky hair in here. We don't want that. And it is fibrous paper, so when you're sanding it, it feels like you got fluff flying in the air. I can feel it going up my nose. Cool. Today is your birthday, Rula? Happy stinking birthday, sister. Happy birthday, Rula. If I knew how to sing, Rula, I would sing to you, but I do not sing well. You don't want to hear me singing. So see, we have that. Now we need to cut out this middle part. So all I'm going to do is through the top, I'm going to poke it with my scissors, and I'm going to go all the way up kind of to it, and just right around there. And then we're going to do the same thing. Just going to sand that off. Sand out that excess. And you could save these little squares, because look at how pretty that would be on another project. Happy birthday, Rula. Talking is therapy. I know. So forget the haters. So this I'm going to work in, because I don't want to, you don't want to pull down onto your image and scratch your image. So you're just going to work your way in. Be gentle, because you don't want to. But see how nice that gets you, that nice line right there? Isn't that going to be so pretty, guys? And the same thing on this side. And just let the sanding block do its job. And that's why I like doing a real coarse sanding block, because it really gets those edges nice and dry. Look at how pretty that's gonna be. It's like, I can't watch TV because the Wi-Fi. I'm like, well, after next Wednesday, we won't have to worry about that. Thank you, Terry, for the stars. Hi, Monica. Hi, Christine. And I hear the snow plows. Hopefully it's not still snowing, because I worry about my kids when they're driving in that snow. And I don't like it when it snows. It gives me anxiety. Thank you, Diana. And I think it's done snowing. They might just be laying some salt down. I don't know if we're supposed to get a whole bunch of snow, but all right, we're almost done here. you guys see what I'm doing? I'm just working that in. Okay. And, all right. How cool is that? Right? Isn't it so pretty? I mean, we just took it from, that's just how cool it is. So now when you're done with all of your sanding, now you definitely want to seal it with Mod Podge, triple thick, whatever. I'm just going to use the Mod Podge. Please tell me that's Mod Podge and not paint. That's Mod Podge. Yes, you can do the, you can. Funny you said that. Really, Shirley? That's too funny. Maybe we're neighbors and we don't even know it. Wouldn't that be hilarious? And you just want to, you don't want to overwork your Mod Podge, especially when you're working with rice paper, because it is ink. And you just want to make sure you get a really good seal on your edges. And don't forget, Mod Podge dries clear. So it's going to look a little hazy at first until that Mod Podge clears. You don't really have to worry about brush strokes or anything like that because, well, you just don't have to because it dries clear. But just make sure you seal that in because you don't want that paper lifting up. And I've never had a problem. Mod Podge works great for me, but any kind of medium, you could use glossy Mod Podge. This is matte medium. And that rice paper, when I'm done sanding, always, I feel those little fibrous pieces flying around there going up my nose. And you can tell you don't want a heavy coat, just a nice thin coat, but just don't overwork your Mod Podge because, like I said, you don't want it to get smeary or dull your image. Just enough to seal that down all around those edges. And then we'll hit it with my heat. And that's another that you want to make sure. And I forgot to take out that little spot right here, this little hole. So all I'm going to do before it dries, I'm just going to put that out and stick that down with my finger and get my brush down in there and let the Mod Podge do its part. And just kind of press that down to the sides, and that Mod Podge will hold that rice paper to the inside of that little hole. Just like that. Okay, so now I'm just going to hit this with some heat and we'll get this dried up. Thank you, Elizabeth. Do you have a video of your craft room? I have one in my private group, Lynn. I did a whole thing, but I do have some pictures of my craft room on here. It's not pretty, y'all. I need to have that show come here. I need to write, what's that show? The DIY edit or the home edit? Whatever that, those two ladies, those two friends that are professional organizers. That's what I need. This bracelet is this bracelet is paparazzi. This is touchstone crystal, all the other stuff. This is touchstone crystal. This is touchstone. This is touchstone. And I do have a link for it in my link tree. Thank you guys for sparkling. 72. Well, my stepdaughter and I leave the 21st for Florida for a few days. She's going to take a test down there for cosmetology. So we are so excited. I'm so excited to get the heck out of Dodge and go somewhere warm, even if it's just for 3 days. Thank you, Janet. No, it's not Hoarders. It's called, they're on YouTube. I think it's called the DIY edit, the home edit. I have a book up here on them that Brittany got me for my birthday. But I think it's called the home edit or DIY edit, but they're professional organizers. Hey, Pat, welcome. Oh my gosh, Kim, I need to do the same thing. My room is a hot mess, and I want to add on over here above our garage. And one day I will, but that's going to be a big job in itself. You guys might not see me for a few weeks. I might get lost in the clutter. Mary, we're all here to inspire each other. You know what? I look on Pinterest a lot for ideas. Sometimes I get sometimes I'll see something cool in my craft room and I'll be like, oh, that'd be cool. And then I'll just go on Pinterest and, oh yeah, I can do that. And then I just kind of make it my own. But see how pretty that is? Now, if we would have not painted that white underneath there, this would not, it would be like, it would just be a lot duller. The color wouldn't be so vibrant. If you're not seeing my link tree, tap on this screen. You're probably in a watch, and you have to click the screen. No, she's not. And that it's a class. I can't say it's a test. It's a class that she has to take for hair extensions. So, she was going to take one like in Chicago, and I was like, why don't you see if there's one in Florida? And we have a house in Sanibel. So I'm like, why don't you just see if it's near Sanibel? We could go down there and chill out for a long weekend. And she was like, perfect. So that's what we did. June, I think every craft room is a disaster, but I do get jealous when I see some of these crafters that have like the most beautiful craft rooms. And I'm like, why can't I be organized like that? Thank you, Opal. I hope I'm here. Yes, you're here, Peggy, before the end. We're going to Fort Myers, and our house is in Sanibel, and then we have to drive 2 hours north for one day, like half a day, for her to take her class, and that's in Tampa. Hey, Paula, practice makes perfect. I was not a good decoupager either. It scared the living daylights out of me. So anyway, look at that. It's nice and smooth. It's all sealed on there. Isn't that pretty? So now, the next part that you want to do, since we're all done with that, is we can go ahead and you can take your chicken wire. You can use this kind of wire. I think my chair is on my boot tassel. Yes, it was. And I'm going to get a nice soft paper towel and put that down on my Lazy Susan so it doesn't scratch my paper on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over, and you're going to find the back, and I hope you guys can all see them. That's my internet, folks, but just stick around. It'll go ahead. It would be more muted, yes, definitely, if you didn't paint it white, and the colors wouldn't show up as nice. Exactly, Kim. The internet's being goofy. Guys, just hang out through the freezing. It's going to happen. I want to make sure this is dry. I don't want this to stick to my paper towel, but I don't want to get it scratchy because this is rough and it's got some leftover diamond dust on here. It's going to be fabulous. I love doing these, and this is so cute. And you don't even have to put jewelry on here. You could put the picture back in there and make it a picture frame if you want. I clean not the craft room though, right? So what you're going to do is I have the glass here, so I know how big it is. And basically, I'm just going to take the nicest edge that I find. It doesn't even matter. I'm going to line it up to that glass so I know where to cut. And I'm going to cut. And yes, I'm using scissors. And not the greatest thing to use, especially because these are left-handed scissors and I'm not left-handed. So I know I want to cut it there. And then I know I want to cut it, just measure it out. I'm going to cut it right here. Okay. That's just to get the size so I know what needs to fit down in here. And let's hope to gosh I can cut this halfway decently because, again, somebody has come in here and snagged my scissors from the craft room. And I'm not the greatest when it comes to using left-handed scissors. Not my forte. Especially because I'm a righty. And this stuff is sharp, so you guys have to be careful with it. And just gotta kind of tweak it back away from your hand, and it is a little tricky to see in the light. I should have brought my other scissors. And make sure you use crappy scissors for this because these will, or you could use wire cutters. Wire cutters would probably be even better, but it is what it is. Just get it close enough. So you have your little square of this little metal stuff. I got this too. I got this at Home Depot or Lowe's. It comes in a big roll for like 12 bucks. It's not a lot. So you want to kind of get it as flat as you can. It is bendable. Want to make sure that it fits down into your frame. Now crapola. See, I cut that a little short because I'm using janky scissors. Let's see if I might have to measure again, guys. That's what I need. Maybe I think I cut the wrong one. I think I picked up the wrong one. The wrong square. I probably should have done this one. because you definitely want to have enough room. So now that fits. Just going to pick off some of these edges. See these little longer edges over here? Hello, Maddie. Just going to cut those off because we want that to fit nice and flush down in this frame. And that's what you're just going to press. It is kind of tedious, this part, but it kind of is a necessary step. And then you can figure out where you need to trim it. So I need to trim like these little corners because the frame is rounded, and this is where I am going to just use my wire cutters and trim those corners. So you just make it fit till you get it to where it fits. And I think the only thing I have to do is cut these little nubs off over here. Not by a lot, just I need to cut just a tad off of them because they're not letting me lay flat. Let's see if this works. We're making a jewelry display holder. Hello, Misty. So you got that down in there. Now this is where it gets kind of tedious. I want to make sure that that's not sticking. And you just want to lay some hot glue. I use hot glue. Just kind of press it down. Just one corner. And you want to make sure that you press that down until that glue is nice and set. Okay? Thank you, Shonda. You want to make sure that that glue, it takes a minute, it's tedious. Yes, thank you, Janet, for the stars. It is for earrings. And sometimes you even need to grab like your finger protectors and just press that, even if it's an old like piece of wood, push that down in there to really get that glue all up over. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. But you don't want to lift that up. You want to keep holding that, pressing that wire down until your glue dries. It's a little tedious. We'll sit here and talk. Hello, Vivian. I did not leave the glass, Louise. You take the glass out. And you don't want that to lift. You want to really set that down into the glue. Thank you, Maddie. Hello, AJ. Hello, Melody. Tammy, I got the cutting board, or this little sign. I got it at the Goodwill. So see, it takes just a minute. It takes just a minute for it to stick. And then once you get that first piece down in there, all you're going to do is run a bead of glue all the way across on the back of that frame. And you're just going to make sure that, especially on the certain pieces, that where that metal isn't sitting flush, just hold it down. Press it down into, you know, the glue goes over it. You just want to hold it there until the glue sets. And then I'll show you. Then that, and I've never had a problem with hot glue. Donna, I probably am freezing up. It's my Wi-Fi. They're coming next Wednesday to upgrade my Wi-Fi. Thank gosh. So it's good on my end. It might be a Facebook thing. You could use a staple gun, but my staples are definitely longer than they're thicker. It would go right through this to the front. It's time consuming, but that just gives us more time to sit here and chat. At the end, you want to see the cookie jar? I will. All right, so I got that. And you can see, like, when you let it go, if it's still, like, lifting a bit, just want to hold that down in there. And again, same thing on the other side. And especially, this is, like, super hot glue. I use Surebonder. It's a high-temp glue gun, so it's super hot. So it takes a minute for all that to gel. But it will. And you know what? It's going to be worth it. Sorry, AJ, nobody wants your phone number. He got blocked. Sherry, got the board at, hi, Debbie, at the Goodwill. All right, so that side is good. Now, see, this side is popping up because it's not flush. So that's where you just want to make sure that's all down in there, that's all flush until that glue dries. And this is the part that is kind of boring. Why is this? That's like the 4th time I've heard the snowplow going down our street. We're making an earring holder, Amber. I know I need to get like different ones for my staple gun, because the one that I have is like way too the staples are too long. So I'm just holding this down until that glue sets. Johnny, we got like, our carpet's pretty dark in our living room now, and we have dark chocolate brown leather furniture. It's kind of like an oatmeal color with flecks of brown and tan and cream. I think it'll be pretty. It's lighter than what we have now, but it's still got a little bit of a dark to it. So I think it's going to be really pretty. All right, so that's starting to gel up. Now see, when I let it go, the wire's not popping up. So that's when you know. I don't want that still a little tacky underneath there. I don't want that to stick. So this side is pressing down pretty well, so we're going to be good to go with that. Probably that won't be as long because it's already sitting pretty flush. You don't need a lot of glue, just a thin strip to hold that down. Just a little bit of pressure. And on this side, this is really curved, so I'm going to have to hold that. That is going to take a little bit of pressure right there to get that to stay. So I'm just going to hold that. I try to get as close to there as I can and just hold it down until we get it. I'm checking to see where my kids are. I get OCD when it comes to my kids, guys. Do you guys get the same way? Hello, Moody Maid. Moody Maid. Charlotte, I got my boot. I won in an auction for the tornado victims, and I won Charlotte's boot. I'm so excited, and I got it. It's so stinking cute. I love it. It's down in my bar area, Charlotte. Charlotte is from Moody Maid Decorial. If you don't follow Charlotte, she is a hoot and a half. Make sure you go follow her. I love watching her and her husband. Your carpet, yes, I love it. I'm so excited to get it. And it's only in our living room. We got it going up the stairs. And just another reason why I love my husband so much. The man can just make stuff happen on a dime, guys. Like, who gets carpet in one day? We bought it today, and it's getting delivered tomorrow. They're putting it in tomorrow. It's craziness. I do have a little bit of glue drippage down in here. I'm trying to peel that out. I don't want that to be visible on my earring display part. All right, it's almost done, guys. Just a little bit longer. I love the bling too. This is definitely getting some bling. Thank you, Mary. No, thank you, Charlotte. I loved it. I know the Crafty Brother was on. I think, guys, it's so hard to see who's on when and what, and that's why it's such a great thing to have replay. I watch Justin a lot on replay. All right, so I'm just holding that down, and you can go around, and I'll show you. I'll hold this up close so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But the glue kind of drips in between all these, you know, spots, and it holds that down. Oh, did you watch the boot, Shonda? Yeah. That live review. Oh my gosh, I got to get my husband on live more often. He's hilarious. No, Kim, we did not. It's gone. They totally discarded it. It's total epic loss. Okay, so do you see what I'm saying? You just take and make sure you get that, and you have, that's why you have to hold it down. So that glue kind of squeezes into all of those little pegs or those little knobs, whatever they are, the little parts of the squares. And see, and the great thing is you can take a pair of earrings. Now, I don't have French cook earrings on right now, but these would work. These are like the touchstone ones. And you just hang these, and you could literally just, it's like the perfect thing. And you could put this on an easel. You could put this, you know, on your dresser. You can hang this on a wall with like a little nail, but we're not done yet. We got to bling it out now. But that's how easy it is. And it's so cute. Or you could have left it as a picture and put a frame back in there. But now I want to kind of, let me put my lid back on my Mod Podge. What I want to do is kind of spruce it up some. I don't think I really want to, I was thinking about wrapping twine down here, which we can, but I really don't think I want to cover up any of this graphic. I even pulled out this really pretty cool metal flourish that we could put down in the corner, but I don't think that I want to do anything like that. And maybe up here we could put something, but the first thing I want to do, I definitely know that I want, where's that piece of twine? I want a piece of twine around the handle, because I don't know, I like the twine just around the handle here, just to give it a little bit of, you know, country bumpkin, or we could even put the twine around here, but I'm not liking that. I think I kind of like that white, or we can paint that gold with some rub and buff. A diamond dust in my future, absolutely. So I'm just gonna start kind of like back here. I'm just gonna use some hot glue. And guys, I'm just gonna say it, I'm not painting the back. I think it's a waste of paint. If you have it hanging on a wall, nobody's gonna see the back of it. So I don't know, why waste the paint? You could do ribbon, you could diamond dust it. You definitely diamond dust it. If you're gonna do one of these old cutting boards and you're gonna have this in your kitchen, I would definitely suggest no diamond dust. But because, you know, diamond dust, you don't want somebody to mistake that for sugar or salt. That would be horrible. Yeah, I don't like it around the edges either. So it's just going around here just a couple of times just to give it a little flare. I'm just going to use a little bit of glue here and there to hold that down. Let's see. Sometimes it wants to get away from me. So I'm just pressing that down, and we'll go maybe 3 or 4 times around. I'm not really sure yet. See how that's just giving it a little added dimension. I'm all about more. I like a lot of stuff on my project. Yes, exactly, Kim. Could paint the back or put a nice, you know, rice paper on it. It's really, if this is probably going to go up at the next slide sale, and I don't like to send out anything that's, you know, janky looking, so I would probably paint the back, but I'm not going to do that on a live with you guys, because that's just kind of, I don't know, boring. I don't want to do it. It could be double-sided. No, I got my ring at, hello, Joanne. I got my ring at a boutique in my hometown here of Chagrin Falls, Ohio. And I stinking love it. I love the vintage look of it. So we'll have to see how many times we want to keep wrapping it. You could do that too. Yes, you could do so much with these little things. Let's see if we want to keep going. I want, yeah, I want a couple more. You can even wrap the whole handle if you want, I think. Because my thinking, all right, I think this is enough right here. I think what I'd like to do is put a piece of Totally Dazzled up here. And then I was even thinking about taking some, I have some bling wrap, not Totally Dazzled bling wrap, but I have some, I'll show you what I mean, like rhinestone wrap. I think that's cute. See, it just gives it a little cottagey, a little rustic charm up there. We could put this up here with a piece of Totally Dazzled bling on it, and you don't really, you guys tell me. See, that could even go up there. You could put that there, even though you don't, it covers up a lot of the, we could even put it up here. We could cover up that hole. Oh, I kind of like that. It kind of looks like a perfume bottle, doesn't it? I'm digging it. Guys, let's do it. Should we do it? And then Totally Dazzle it? I kind of like that. It looks like a perfume bottle. See how we just change it up a little bit? All right, let's bring on the bling. I think we're gonna go with that. Although this has a this is actually a magnet. I've had this for years. I had bought a whole bunch of them at Michael's a long time ago. It's like everything I like at Michael's, it's like they no longer have. It's like, why do they get rid of all the cool stuff? Hobby Lobby too. It's my only complaint. It's like when you get something cool, like leave it alone. Just the bling. Kim, I don't read all the comments, but I don't like it when there's like no talking going on. I feel weird if I'm just talking to myself. All right, so I want to just do glue right here. Down here, I think, is where the glue's going to go. Okay. And I'm going for it, guys. I kind of like it. Kind of digging it. Kind of like the way it looks. Don't know until you try. If you don't like it, you know, somebody's going to like it. I kind of like it. And, of course, it's crooked. Okay. Lots of glue boogers, but we can get those out later. Okay. Oh my gosh, I think it looks so shabby and so cute. Is it crooked? No. I like it. See, that's what I'm saying. You guys could just, it looks like a perfume bottle. I love it. It's kind of girly. It's going to be perfect in a little, you know, boutique or your dressing room. Now we can add the bling. And I will back that up with some E6000 too. Now, here's the other thing I was thinking of, because I have this, and I have the pearls. Where's that other? I thought I had more of this. Oh, yes, I did. So I have this blingy, sparkly stuff. Oh, they're not the same. Go figure. One is an Aurora Boreal, and I don't think I have enough to go all the way around. But we even, I was thinking all the way around here, or I was thinking these might be pretty. These might be pretty. What do you guys think? All the way around the inside of the frame. That might, it'll bring out the tone of this. Let's just do it. Now these are sticky. And I am going to back it up with just a little bead of hot glue. Not a lot. Little bits here and there just to kind of hold that on. And let's lay these down. It's just like a strip. You can get these at Hobby Lobby. Oh no, I don't want it to pull up my... Got to be careful though, guys, when you're doing that over your rice paper, because that could definitely rip your rice paper, and you don't want to do that while it's still tacky and wet. So just be careful. So see how we're going to frame that out? Isn't that so pretty? I love it. And it kind of pulls in the tone from this topper up here. So I'm going to do the sides. Let's see. Figure out how much we need here. And I did go, see how I went one past the opening? Actually, I think I'm going to do the top first. Let's do that. So we need another strip. Okay. Keep these up. I'm just going to do another, just some glue here and there. Not everywhere. Some of it, if it falls up, just getting to the most of it. Keep this off your paper. You pretty much just need that one extra right there. I'm going to cut it. Where are all my stuff going to? And then cut it. Oh, there we go. Press that down. It's so pretty, isn't it? The options are endless. We can even go all the way around. Oh, that would be pretty. We can even go all the way around. Let's see what it looks like. We could do that too. There's lots of different things you can do. And I'm going right, and hopefully we'll have enough to get right in between those, and we won't, yes, right there. We're gonna cut it right there and press that down. Oh, I love it. See, I get excited. Yes, there's still sales on the bracelets. Absolutely, you guys definitely want to go check that out at Touchstone Crystal. Amazing sales going. And if you place an order in December, you're going in the Wheel of Names, and one lucky winner is going to win a gorgeous bracelet, sterling silver and Swarovski bracelet from me. I'm gifting it to one lucky lady. One lucky winner. For everybody who places an order in December, you're going to be entered into a drawing. And the bracelet that I picked out for you, I believe it's in the Little Black Dress collection. It's sterling silver and Swarovski crystal. I think it's valued at $199. It's either $199 or $299. I think it's $199. I could be wrong though. Look at how pretty. Now, if that top thing was, yes, we could hit that with the rub and buff for sure. Now, do we go around the sides with more pearls? Because I got plenty. Let's just here, I'll show you guys here, and then I'll just put a little strip on here. Or do we make the sides gold? I think that's too much pearls, to be honest with you. I think that would get a little, I don't know, a little much for me. Isn't it beautiful? I love this stuff. This is what makes me happy. It is, and I think it's pretty. So we can just do it. We can hit this with a little bit of gold. This is Antique Gold Rub and Buff of the auctions. We raised over $7,000, Sissy, for the tornado victims. You guys did an amazing, amazing job. So I'm just going to hit this with some of the Antique Gold Rub and Buff just on these raised parts. And I'm being really OCD because it's snowing or the roads are bad, and I get like freaked out when my kids are out in that. Is anybody else the same way, or just me? My kids are 18 and 14, and I still have anxiety when they're not home. I think it's a mom thing. I think we all probably get like that, right? Please tell me I'm not the only one. I think I want to make the sides gold. See? Well, do you guys see that? So I think what I want to do is add, I think I'm just going to take some Rub and Buff. Now this is Antique Gold Rub and Buff. Now watch, this is how cool it is. You could take this super heavy, and I'm just taking a bunch of it on my finger. Now, it doesn't have to be super heavy. It's still going to show some of that white through there. That's fine, but you can really color it in all the way around with just as simple as your finger. And I could take it all the way up to that. Oh, isn't that so pretty? Now that, you can't really tell from the sides, but it does, it cleans off that side. And I need a little bit more Rub and Buff. And I just work on the paper, and that way I just put it on the paper and just rub it in. That, I know it never stops. That's not what I wanted. I know it doesn't. I mean, I'm sure my mom, same thing with me. She worries about me, you know, even now. That never goes away. So see, I'm just rubbing that on. Look at how pretty that is. And I think that it's going to have like this, somebody said French country. Definitely French country, shabby chic look to it for sure. We can even take the Rub and Buff over the pearls a little bit. Just like a little, watch, a little, just a little smidge. It just brightens it up. My phone's getting afraid of. My kids went through that too. They all skateboard. I would take them to the skateboard park. I'm not going to kid you. I would sit in my car and read a book or look at my phone, and we would spend hours with, well, my older son, not so much my younger son, my older son just wanted to, you know, skateboard. And I said, okay. They all went through their little phases, and at least I was there. I said, we'll go, we'll sit. I'm going to use a brush to get up near the top, only because I don't want to get any on that up here on the back of this. So I'm just going to use a brush and go right around this little thing, because I know my fingers aren't that small. They never get in there. And I want to get as close to that jute as I can. And even up here, so I could just stick that brush right up in there. Look at how stinking cute this is, y'all. I love the gold too, and I love the gold. Now we need bling, okay? It does need bling, because why? Because I am the sparkle chick, and 99% of my pieces, I know, 43 and 40, I can't even imagine that. So, we got bling. Now, we could put the bling here, we could put it up here. I'm thinking up here, but let's see first. What do you guys think? I'm thinking the rose gold collection from Totally Dazzled. What do you think? The rose gold? Put a bling on the rope. I know. I don't think it ever stays. I've got, oh, we even have some Totally Dazzled with some pearls, but I don't like that. I'm thinking like a vintagey one. Here's one. I could do oh, how about a butterfly? How about a butterfly? I think a butterfly would be pretty, right? We could even add a butterfly. We could do a couple of things. We could even put a butterfly down here. Oh, I kind of like that. I think a butterfly here. I think a butterfly here, okay? A butterfly here in this corner, and then, oh, that's the same butterfly. And then we could do something like this up here or up here. I think it needs to go right in that jute. I don't think it needs to go up there. I think it's got to go right in the middle of that jute. So there's one. We could do this one with a pearl. What do you guys think? Put the big bling right below the rope. No, I don't like that. I think it's got to go on the rope. But do I use the pearls? Something with the pearl drop? I don't know if I have any. Oh, wait a minute. I lied. Good call. I do have it. See? Thank you, Lord. Let's see. Now, this is very pearly. This is a lot of pearl. That might be too much. Maybe not. See, you don't know until you try, but look at how pretty. I love that. That's it. I think. Hold on. Maybe. Wait. Oh, this has a drop too. Hold on. We'll pick out which one. Okay, so I definitely know that I want. Hold on. Now, because this is going to be up for sale, I'm going to put. I definitely know I want the butterfly there. So I'm going to use a little bit of E6000 and yes, y'all, I use my teeth, and a little bit of hot glue, because I want this to stick over time. And this will, I say I took my key off of here, so now I'm like, I can't get my glue out. Hold on, I'm gonna squeeze it super hard. Because I need to bring some Vaseline up here so I can get, I can put that on my tubes. All right, so a little bit of E6000, a little bit of hot glue. You don't want them on top of each other though. It's got to be side to side. But that hot glue will hold that instantly, and that E6000 will take over time. And we can put a little bit of hot glue right there underneath that wing. We definitely know we want that. My gosh, I love it, right? And then, wait, I think this is pretty, but I think it's too much pearl. It's pretty, but I think it's too much with the pearl that's going on here. But I do have this other drop one. Or I have this one. But I do like the idea of it dropping down. So let me see. Or I do have this one too. That's not as pearly. All right, so we have that one too. which I do like that. That's not as pearly, or let's just see about this one. This is just stones. You guys like it? Pearl Drop and Diamond Butterfly. I love my job, y'all. It's so much fun. I get to play with bling. Oh my gosh, Debbie, right? Somebody needs to tell E6 that to change their tube. Let's make it our mission. Swear. Oh, I don't know, guys. I think I like it with, it's either this one, definitely not that one, or this one. I don't know. I have to look at it from a distance. Hold on. So that one, I don't know. So that one, or, I'm not digging that one either. Kind of liking all the blingy blingy. I think I'm going to go with this one. This is my gut feeling. You like the first? I thought that was too pearly with all this pearl. So I'm going with my gut feeling, and I'm putting this one on, and I am putting some E6000 on this one right next to the hot glue. And ouch. All right, so now I just got to, I think my boys are home. Let's see. Okay. Oh no, he must be taking Jack to Gavin's. Guys, I love it. What do you think? It's so stinking pretty. Pearl Drop. I love it. Now, you can diamond dust this. What do you guys think? Diamond dust? We could just do little bits of the flower. We could diamond dust the whole thing. What do you think? Do you guys want to see it diamond dusted? You like the Pearl Drop the best? I thought it was too pearly. I liked it, but I thought this looks like pearls, this looks like pearls, and to me it was just kind of overpowering, so I thought this is a better balance. But that's just my opinion, folks. Thank you, Rhonda. So anyway, I love it, guys. This is so stinking. See what I'm saying? You could do this with all kinds of picture frames, and you've got this great little earring display holder. Have it on an easel. That's going to stay on there forever. Do we diamond dust or do we not? Thank you, Debbie. Last one. Nailed it. Thank you, Claudia. I think it looks, to me, I love it. It's like perfect in my opinion. But now, you guys be the deciding factor. Diamond dust the flower only, but that we could, because in that, because we got all this sparkle over here, so we could just do this big flower. Sandra, this is going to be up at the next sale. I don't know how much. We're going to do an auction style, so it depends on how much you want to pay for it, because it takes the heat off me. And so we're going to do an auction. We're having an auction January 9th. I'm so excited. Clean out my craft room a little bit. Diane says no diamond dust. I'm kind of thinking diamond dust just on the flower. I got a little glue string right there. Why not? We don't know until we try, right, girls? Let's just go for it. Marianne's saying, no, I think it needs some sparkle. It's not going to hurt it, y'all. It's not going to stack away. It's not going to go, you know, it's not going to be for food. It's not. Let's just do it. I say yes. Edges of petals. Was that? It was a picture frame, yes. Is that? Let's see. Well, that was paint. We definitely don't want to use that brush then. Let's find this one. We definitely got to find another brush. Wait a minute. Maybe I have one. Yes, I do. All right. Let me get a new brush. I'm just going to do the flower. Guys, I'm winging it. Diamond dust is my thing. I love diamond dust. And Let's just pour a little bit of Mod Podge. You can, yeah, we don't need a neck. You can put a sawtooth edge on it. A sawtooth, you know, hanger, and hang it on a nail on the wall. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of diamond dust and this, or Mod Podge, and I'm only gonna do the flower. And for everybody saying no diamond dust, well, I didn't listen to you. I got the loose hair in there. We don't want that. And you want to make sure when you're using diamond dust that you lay your diamond dust while your Mod Podge is still wet. And I'm only doing the pink flower. I'm not doing any of that green. I'm going right around up to it. And diamond dust dries totally, or it's translucent. Mod Podge dries totally clear. Just make sure that you apply it while your Mod Podge is still wet. Okay. I put it on heavy, as you guys know. I'm a diamond dust fanatic. All right. Now it's a little bit, it's a little hazy. Let's just give it a minute to dry. And I think you guys are going to love it. I would add hooks for a neck. You could do that too, Rula. Absolutely. Hello, Deborah. Thank you. Just diamond dust. I think we're coming out on, so I'm just going to hit this. It's going to take a minute to dry. That Mod Podge is going to dry super, super clear, but it takes a minute. I don't want to get this too hot because I got hot glue, you know, holding those little pearls up there. It is my signature. I think, you know, I brought diamond dust to the crafting world. I kind of like has to be, you know. I'm all about that sparkle. So I'm just gonna keep hitting this. You don't want thick Mod Podge, just a nice thin layer. You don't want it gloopy or glumpy. You just want it, you know. I would say it's gonna take a good 20 minutes for that to dry, but it's still looking a little cloudy. But this will start to dry. We're just going to give it a few more minutes because I really want you guys to see it. And I think it kind of sets it off because we have all this bling over here with the butterfly up top. So we filled in this bottom corner. I think that evened it out. Hi, Maria. Thank you. Now once this dries completely clear, you're never going to be able to tell. No, the diamond dust stays. I know, like, it's not like glitter. So glitter has a lot of fallout, in my opinion, because it's super fine. And, oh, my giraffe. Misty, I love that giraffe. No, she's not taking her Cosmo. No, Claudia. She's just taking a test for hair extensions. Not a test. It's a like a class, I should say. I forgot what I was going to say. I totally missed my train of thought. 1.1, yay, Rilla. Yeah, that's awesome. I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, glitter is finer. Some people say they get a lot of fallout with diamond dust. You guys, I have dogs. I have 3 dogs. I have diamond dust all over my living room, like everything, my wedding portraits, stuff that hangs on the walls. I vacuum a lot anyway, but I don't have a problem with it. And I have stuff that I diamond dusted last year that I've had sitting in storage for a year that when I pulled it out, you know, for Christmas this year, it was still on there. You get some fallout, like when we were moving furniture around, I could see some like on the tables probably because we were moving it around. But for the most part, it's like, it's not like glitter. You can get cut, April. Yes, it's like glass. I've had it stuck in my hands. I've had it stuck in my feet. I do not suggest, my craft room, I vacuum up here a lot because my dog comes up here with me. So I have to vacuum pretty much daily because the diamond dust, you don't want to get that stuck in their foot. You don't want it stuck in your foot. And I've had it stuck in my foot. So glitter, it's a harder thing. Now, guys, this is going to be a little bit longer to dry. It needs to dry overnight, but you see how it's still a little cloudy here in those darker parts of the flower. Once this is totally dry, it'll look like it did before, but see how pretty that is? Oh my gosh, I love this. We could even diamond dust all the way up here, all the purple. Do you think we should? I think we should diamond dust all the flowers. I feel like it looks wonky over here. So guys, I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm getting a smaller brush. I'm going to diamond dust it because I feel like it, right? Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. And I'm just going to go right around here. Oh, I'm going to move you down. Decided to go with carpet again. Our living room is the only room in the house that has carpet, just because we lay on the floor in there a lot and we like it. But we got new carpeting because the dogs, there was a hole in the carpet in the living room, and then when we brought the puppy home, he chewed a little spot in his little cabin, his little condo area is what we call it. So, and it's driving Michael bonkers looking at the carpeting, looking like crapola. So, got new carpet. Got new carpet coming. I'm kind of excited because who doesn't like new carpet? I like the smell of new carpet. Okay. Yes, guys, we did it. We diamond dusted it, and can I tell you, I am so glad we did. Now, you can see I put that on a little bit heavier. It's a little janky looking right there because it is drying. But like I said, that's going to dry. And when I'm on here live tomorrow, you don't want, I do not seal over my diamond dust if that's what somebody's asking. You will lose your sparkle. I would not do it. I never have done it. The Mod Podge works great when you're applying for glue, and it definitely loses its luster. It'll dull that sparkle. So see how we did that? I did this little purple flower here. I'm not doing any of these because they're more blended into the background. I just basically did all the pink. Look at how stinking pretty that is though, guys. And there wasn't any up at the top either, but I love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Frostlight cameras, what is this? How is there a hole in it? This is an old cutting board picture frame. I took out the picture frame, and this is an earring holder. You take your earrings, your French hook earrings, and you could display this. You could put it on a wall. You could put it on an easel. I have a bunch of these. Love it on the top. Diane, do you like my diamond dust? I don't know what time I'm on, Shirley. I have no idea. I don't follow a schedule. I really should, but I don't because something always comes up. I get a phone call from my kids. Can you come pick me up? Can you take me here? So I can't live by a schedule. Who is going to take the old out? I don't know what you're saying, Maddie. How are you, honey? Yes, watch the replay, Carrie. I always, you guys message me if you have questions. I'm always here for y'all. Anyway, hello, Amy. I stinking love it. Now, see, it's already starting to dry, but look at, guys, diamond dust is so cool. We could even diamond dust this thing up here. I mean, should we? I did put rub and buff on the handle embellishment, but technically, we could diamond dust that too. Should we? Or just leave the flowers alone. Just leave it be. Are we getting a little carried away with ourselves? But I think it's beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's amazing what you can turn into something. just get creative, y'all. You never know what you can turn into something. And you know, this is a cute sign, and it was black and white, and that rice paper totally transformed it. And you can cut them up and use whatever you want. And look, we turned an old cutting board, and it looks, seriously, it looks like a perfume bottle, and I stinking love it. So anyway, I hope you guys loved it. I will post a picture. Somebody wanted to see Santa Claus up close. Oh, you guys want to open Happy Mail with me? Because I have Happy Mail. Here is the Santa. Oh, you can't really see him. I did his face. I did pretty good. I think I'm gonna give this to my mom for Christmas. I still have to finish the tree, and I have to seal it. So, anyhow, I have Happy Mail, and this isn't all. Let me move this out of the way. For those of you that want to stick around and watch me open Happy Mail, I would love that. If not, I understand. This is from my Sparkle Chick, Susie Walsh. She is always on here. I just love Susan. She's always on here and saying the most kindest things. And how kind of her, well, it's all kinds of pieces. It was a huge, long box. So I kind of like took everything out, and I didn't take it out of the bubble wrap. But this is from Miss Susan Walsh. And it's got all kinds of little pieces. Let me soak my brush. I want to get that out of here. That's not going to fit in my brush bathtub. I'm going to have to wash my brushes tomorrow, guys. It's absolutely matter of fact. I'm going to put my lids back on so nothing falls. Thank you, Bobby. Just trying to clean up my garbage. Oh, I'm sorry, Rocky. Did I hit you in your head? All right, so where's my scissors? She sent me, I got all kinds of little tiny pieces, parts of stuff in here that Susie Walsh, if you're on here, are you on here, Susan? Ooh, oh gosh, I love stuff like this, guys. Look at this, like little wood. I don't even know if I want to take these out. Look at, they're like little wood pieces, like little wood dowels. See, I love stuff like this. It's gonna go right in my wood pile. How cute. Do you know what kind of cool things you could do with pieces like this? See, I love this. Thank you, Jessica. Don't you love them, Diane? I do too. Thank you, Susan, for that. And she sent me a couple of tassels. I'm not even going to take them out because I don't want to get them all janky. I keep my cards from everyone and all my chicks.
Where's my social security card at?
It's in the safe. I'll have to get it for you. Just give me a minute. I'm almost
done. Okay.
How are the roads?
Good.
So, little tassels. I know there's 2 of them in here because I saw one floating around. Sam? Yeah, forget it. Oh, I already see what this is because I'm going to love it. Diamond Dust Santa's Tree. I could, but that's an actual cookie jar, so I don't know how well that's going to... That's probably not a good idea. Look at how pretty. Guys, do you know what kind of fun we can have with this? I see Valentine's Day with some cherubs and this little violin or a cello, whatever this is. Beautiful. I love, 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 love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Ooh, more spindles, but these are bigger, guys. How cool. Oh, and you know what? For some reason, it's just coming into my head. I feel like something with these wood dowels, the word fairy garden is popping into my brain. I don't know why, but like that would be a cool fencing for a fairy garden. Look at these. Like these are bigger. How cool. I just love little bits and pieces like this. Oh, and this is a bigger one. Holy cannoli. How stinking cool. Do you imagine these on the side of a picture frame? These are 2 halves of a whole, but you can put these and frame out some miniatures. You can put, guys, these can turn into like jewelry holders. You can put hooks in them. How stinking cool. I think that's what these are too. Hold on. Miss Susan Walsh taped it up really, really well. Susan, it's like Christmas, guys. But yeah, I'm thinking miniatures is what comes to mind. Spindles. See, I love all this stuff. Like, I can even, like, these smell like vintage, and I love that. Aren't these beautiful? These actually might work in my laundry room that's getting redone. How cool would that be? Put some old vintage spindles. They're kind of cowboyish, so we decided what we wanted to do in there, so I'm excited to get it started. Oh, this one feels cool. I love vintage stores that have all this bits and pieces of cool stuff. Ooh, look at this one, guys. How cool is that? This is when, like, chair spindles, but look at how cool. You could put this, like, on the side of a picture frame. See, I love this. And this is, like, makes me sad because this is probably came from a house that when they actually made stuff that was, you know, I love Victorian houses. You want 1 hour in my head. That's hilarious. You'd probably get scared and run away. My brain never shuts off, y'all. Oh, and it's another one just like that. How stinking cool. Susan Walsh, thank you. That is just by far so cool, right? What you can do with some of these. That's when they knew how to build things, peeps, you know? Oh, that might even just been a table leg. Who knows? Isn't that stinking awesome? I love it. You never know what we're going to do with it or where it's going to go. Oh, here's the other tassel. So this is going to be some really cool crafts. I love it. Antique table leg. Yeah. Thank you, Dorothea, for the stars. I appreciate you. I love Victorian too. Trust me. I wish I had an old Victorian home. Let's see. I got one more box here. And then this is from Shirley Blackburn, another one of my Sparkle Chicks. Shirley Blackburn. Let's see. You guys can come wrap boxes for me anytime. What's next? Thank you, Teresa, for the stars. Sharon, no, my big blue bracelet is paparazzi. I hope that's not a card. Is that a card? It is a card. I am so glad I did not just toss that because I would have felt bad. It is a card. Because I save all my cards from my Sparkle Chicks. Go to wall. Oh yeah, wall for fireplace. That'd be cool too. Let me throw this out. Rocky is like so anxious to get downstairs. Nice sparkly snowman card. And see this right away. I thought Friday night, Kathy. So I took it apart, added my touches. Hope you like it. Love, Shirley. Oh, she sent me a picture of her beautiful family. Look at somebody got married. I love it. You have a beautiful, beautiful family, Shirley. And thank you so much. So she said that, I don't know if Shirley Blackburn is on here. And see this, and I thought Friday night, Kathy. So I took it apart, added my touches. Hope you like it. Let's see what Shirley made. Glory, what's a Sparkle Chick? You are a Sparkle Chick. If you're here, follow me along. We're all Sparkle Chicks here. Oh, did she buy me some coffee? Let's see. You guys can come wrap for me. Seriously, you guys are excellent, excellent wrappers. All right. I can't tell you how much garbage this chick has on a weekly basis. It's just not even right. How can one crafter have that much trash? All right. Let's see what Shirley Blackburn got. There was something written on the back of that picture. You're darn right there is. Left to right. Cole, Missy, and Tommy. My son, his wife, Missy, and son. Oh, she's explaining everybody. Dad, me in the pink. Beautiful. Tiff and Cody. Cody is a Marine who just come home from Hawaii and served 6 years in the Marines. Thank you for your service, Cody. This is our little Gan, Ken's husband, Kristen. It's not the pig. Oh, She was explaining to me who everybody is. Thank you. I love this. Okay. All right. So this is Sparkle Chick Shirley Blackburn. Let's see. Rocky, honey, we're almost done. Oh my God, it's got the cutest little gnome paper. Look at this adorable gnome paper. I think I might have to pull that out and save it because it's really cute. Yes, I'm a paper hoarder. I know, I got all my bubble wrap. Oh my God, this is so... Wait till you see this. Hold on, I think that is supposed to just hang right there. This is so cute. It's like a shadow box. And I'm thinking that I could put a picture of whatever I want in here. But it's got a wine theme to it, and she diamond dusted the inside. There's a little wine opener, some corks, these little things. I bet you she added that all in there. So it was a photo box, and she added all the little wine embellishments in there. And I'm pretty sure I could pop that out and put my maybe a picture of me and Big Daddy. This is beautiful. Thank you, Shirley. I think it did. I know my ring light's getting made. Look at all that. Isn't that so stinking cool? Look at all that bling and all that glitter and diamond dust. And she totally, because she knows I love my vino. Thank you so much, Shirley. I love it. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is why we talk here, because this is what crafting does for people. And here's me. I'm just a girl in Ohio that likes sparkle and bling, but we touch so many people when we come on here and share what we love with you. And you get people motivated to craft. So when they send you stuff, it really, really like touches you, because it's just like you took the time out of your day. You do change a difference from being on camera. There's 920 people on here watching. So yes, it really I love it. It really means a lot to me, because you don't even know how many people you are affecting from being on here. So it's always nice to be nice. You don't have to stay and watch. You can fast forward, click through the replay, mute it for all I care. But it's so much easier to be nice than it is to be mean. So I love it. Thank you so much, Shirley. I don't know if she's on here. Thank you, Shirley. I absolutely love it. And thank you, Susan. I just love it. You guys are awesome. And this is framed. Maybe she even painted the frame. I don't even know, but it looks gorgeous, and it's going to be perfect in my living room. So thank you very much. Guys, I have a huge box of bubble wrap. Yeah, that I shoved it in my trash, but my trash is actually empty. So I'll just pull that out. I have a big box in my closet over there that's full of bubble wrap. You can never have too much bubble wrap, because bubble wrap is not cheap. So I always recycle my bubble wrap. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I'll hold this up one more time, see if it's drying up. See how it's drying up just a little bit? It's a little hazy right in here still, but look at how stinking pretty. Picture frame, cutting board, turn, perfume bottle, earring display holder. So thank you, Sandy. And I hope that you guys like today's craft. I will be on tomorrow. I do not know what time, but I picked this up today at the Goodwill too. Maybe we'll do something with this. I don't know what it is. I think it's a little match thing, but I was thinking how cute it would be to put your mail in, like you get an envelope in the mail, you can hang it on your wall, and okay, there's my mail for later. And then I'm gonna put I'm thinking about putting like a little handle or something sparkly or something fun. I don't know. I just thought it was cute when I picked it up. So maybe we'll do something with that. And I did grab this today too. I thought it was pretty for Christmas. So maybe we'll play around with that. Who knows? We're gonna do something fun. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I know I have a Zoom at noon with my biz coach, or 11, but it'll be on in the afternoon sometime. Wendy, I really want that piano, but my husband, we did the measurements out for that organ. I think it's a little bit too narrow. He wants it to be wider, to fill up more of that wall. It's a huge wall. It would have looked great there, but I do agree with him. I think it needs to be as wide at least as that table. So we're going to keep looking. We'll know when we see that right piece. And yes, they're heavy as heck to move, but we're going to do it. We're going to have an old saloon piano in our foyer. So anyway, thank you so much, Susan. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, chicks, for being here and hanging out with me. I love you all. And I will see you guys later. Have a great evening. Sparkle on. Bye.